Alright, Lola's on the left side. Oh, hide. Wait. Oh, I don't like this. Wait. Oh, hide. Oof. Hey there, and welcome to the preview for The Curse of Maggie's by Kutejikashi over on GameJolt. Now, obviously, you know, a lot of things happening relating to Five Nights at Maggie's. We pretty much just covered a demo of a kind of like reboot of the classic Five Nights at Maggie's games, and this game is also pretty much tackling that same idea, pretty much serving as a reimagining of the very first Five Nights at Maggie's game. Now, I don't know what's in this preview, because, well, this is the first time I've seen the phrase in preview in this case. I assume it's going to be something like a demo of sorts, maybe a bit shorter in length. We'll find out now, though. A lot of things happening with regards to Maggie's. I guess on that topic, thanks for all the support on the video Maggie's Mania. Now let's see here. Doors, vents.
Hey, welcome to your new job. I don't want to be here for too long. It's my last weekend. I don't want to stay here. So let's start with the important stuff. At your sides, there are big metal doors. Press the big red buttons to close them or open them. Then you have a flashlight. Simply point it wherever you want and turn it on. I don't think you're that useless to not get that, right? And of course,
wait, I feel like I heard this before.
Check the cameras, and they're useful to see if there are any discrepancies or anything. The camera feed is terrible, but at least you can rotate them remotely. Ain't that cool? Finally, there's a
I didn't see how you go on camera.
Ceiling system, but I'll get on that later. Now, your job would otherwise be easy if it wasn't for a minor detail. You should know the cartoon mascots are animatronics with high-end technology, which allows them to walk and interact with the children. And while that may seem irrelevant, the thing is that during the night, they must recalibrate. So, they will roam around trying to find people. So it's very likely they might come to your security office from time to time. Excuse me. Okay, so, technically, they don't have enough vision.
Okay.
And to avoid any possible accident with them clashing with each other, they've been programmed to take different paths if they try to reach your office.
Oh, so they can program that, but you can't just,
explain the
you know.
stupid architecture of the place. And of course, it's important to shut the doors, which are designed to send them a signal so they think they may clash with the wall. But be careful though, those doors have limited power, which is displayed as a white bar in your monitor.
Yep.
Lastly, if by any chance one of them reaches your office through the middle hall and it's in front of you, hide behind your desk. They may not see you from that perspective.
Hide?
But do this quickly, as you might only have a few seconds to react.
Wait, how do I hide? Uh-oh.
Well, that'd be it. I know I said I'd explain the vent system, but I'm sure you'll make it. Anyways, enjoy your stay in Maggie's. See you tomorrow.
Alright, so obviously very similar ideas to what we saw in Maggie's Mania. Careful, draining your power will not let you use your doors again. Save your power as much as you can. Of course, panning the cameras, obviously a big feature here. Of course, one should also be aware of the fact that when you pan through the cameras, it is applied to all cameras. So if you look all the way on the right on this camera, it's going to apply to every single one. Now, as for the vent system, I don't see any vent entrances, to be specific. So it's probably not something I have to worry about for now. You can also pan up and down a little bit. Oh, and there you go. Let's see. Camera 4. Did you enter in here? No. Camera 2, they don't have any access. Camera 3, they don't have any access either. So 5 and 6 are the most likely bet. But I don't see them anywhere. They're not in the hallways here. What about camera 9? Oh, all the way to the restroom already, huh? Oh, so I just realized I said Maggie's Mania. It's Maggie Mania. I don't know why. I like, it's so easy for me to assume it has like the apostrophe S there. Now, Maggie looks like they're going via the left side already. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, shoot. There's no door to shut. How do I hide? I don't know how to hide. Tab. Oh, they can't see you with that angle. Once they enter, hide and wait until they leave. There we go. Check everything. Good to go. Okay, she's still gone. Animatronics may try to get inside passing through the west or east hall. Let's see, actually, check the halls now. If those halls are clear. If any of them arrive, shut the door. Yep, all clear. Remember, your power is limited. If it gets to 0, it's over. Okay, you're actually staying there quite a bit. Okay, there we go. So at least, you know, since we were talking about Maggie Mania, right, both games are kind of like approaching the whole idea with the first classic Five Nights at Maggie's game. Hold on. I think Lola's visiting. Or she's trying to visit. Oh, yep. How do I know if she left? Oh, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. She left and she's not actually at the center this time. She might be going for the left side here. Or is that Lola? Oh. Oh, that's okay. That's cheeky. She's trying to be a little sneaky there. Okay. Let's show off the cameras a little bit. After I just do a quick check of the sides. There's Lola again. I will say the ambience is quite eerie. I'm not sure what that is in the background. Alright, Lola's on the left side. Oh, hide. Wait. Oh, I don't like this. Wait. Oh, hide. Oof. Okay, now. Yep, that's what I was worried about. Oh, why did I do that? Oh. I wasn't looking at cameras. I was trying to like conserve my power a little bit. Okay, so I'm literally like real quick looking through Maggie Mania. I almost did it again. So I was saying like, wait, I feel like I got berated about doing something like there was like some kind of like implied berating going on. Here they were like saying like, you know, they're implying like, you know, it seems pretty obvious how to use the systems or whatnot. And then in Maggie Mania, there's like saying like, you know, I don't have to explain how to use a flashlight, right? So they both kept that aspect. I had to get insulted. Also, did I see a missing person poster just there? I swear I saw a poster just now. I barely saw out of the corner of my eye. There we go. Please let me check everywhere. Okay. 6 a.m. I am curious. You know, honestly, I am very curious to see how both of these games tackle the first Five Nights at Maggie's game. See, like now I actually I might have to check out the classic games for sure now. I don't know when, but I think it's definitely gonna have to happen. Huh, look, we got an arcade machine. Hardware check. RAM okay. ROM okay. Let's see what we have here. We're gonna get like some sort of mini game or oh. Press the start button to play. Oh, okay. Okay, so this one we can actually, this is actually a mini game we're playing. So we're in the arcade. We were with our friend just now, or maybe someone we were just playing against. We were like, okay, bored of the arcades, let's move on. Is that Chansey? I'm trying to think, Chansey and yellow. And you have someone G. Is that G supposed to be for Gennaro? I wonder. Guppy's band. Oh my, oh, Guppy. Okay, so this is already making references to one of the oldest characters in the series, Guppy. Okay. No, actually, no. Chansey doesn't wear yellow. That's Surdy, right? That has to be Surdy. Oh, where did the pig go? There's also a pathway down here. Hey there, Surdy. How's it going? I know you're gonna rush me. Oh, nope, just quietly walk toward me. Probably just approached me, I didn't think anything of it. And then, bam. Night shift completed. So I'm curious if... So in... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, you have reached the end of the preview. Maggie and her friends can't wait to see you in the demo. Thank you for playing our game. So yeah, so this is basically like... This is a... Really, Cracky? That is supposed to be Cracky, right? Cracky was the alligator. But they showed Cranky was part of Guppy's band then, because they showed an alligator there. That's interesting. I guess the game is also being developed by Brullier Games. That might be like the team officially, with Kutejikashi posting the game page. It might be Brullier Games in total. Those are like the whole team of developers. But I am curious to see where they go with Five Nights at Maggie's in general. I'm curious because, again, my main experience is regarding the reboot trilogy. Now, this didn't launch when I played the game initially, so this is different. So we have Maggie. I wasn't actually expecting to get like another like a intro cutscene here. We can see programming. Hey, El Rafaricio. That's literally what the hell? That's literally the guy behind Maggie Mania. Look at that. So Maggie Mania, again, I don't want to draw too many comparisons because they also are trying to do their own thing with Five Nights at Maggie's. I just figure like it would be cool to see like what each developer is doing. From what I remember in Maggie Mania, right, we know we have post-shift, potentially like a whole series of post-shift tasks, right? We have tapes. In this game so far, like it's going so far, again, it's a preview, so we don't know what else may be involved. In this one, we have, obviously they have arcade minigames they're showing. I'm curious to see how they end up taking on the story, like, you know what I mean? It's already interesting that this game is, obviously they've shown, what's it called? Guppy, right? And that's one of the oldest characters in the Maggie's universe, pretty much, right? Before the time of Maggie's magical world, basically. So I'm curious to see how they start talking about those events. Again, in general, I'm pretty excited. I mean, I don't know when these games will eventually come out. I think since the demos have been released, right? Or rather, this previous release obviously is gonna get a demo in the future. I will have to cover the classic games at one point. There was a point where, when I first played the reboot trilogy and I made my story breakdown on that, I was pretty adamant about not playing the classic games. Partially because I don't know, I felt like at least there on one end it's like I get why it would make sense to play the classic games, because it's always, you know, it can be an interesting experience to see the origins of like what was before the reboot trilogy, right? To see the origins of Five Nights at Maggie's right before the developer Manuel Gennaro pretty much rebooted the whole thing. But on the other hand, I think at that time I was like, I think it was part of it was like, you know, I just finished the reboot trilogy and that story breakdown. I was like, I wanted to like close the chapter. I want to like leave that story as is, and I didn't really want to cover the classic games right after. But I don't know, the more I see people, especially like putting an emphasis on how they're pretty much trying to like reimagine the classic games specifically, I'm curious to see now how the classic games were back then. From what I understand, story-wise, there isn't too much difference. There's a few things that do stand out. I think, for one, the classic games consist of like 4 entries as opposed to a trilogy. And I think Jerry is pretty much one of the only characters that isn't addressed in the reboot trilogy as much. They make pretty much like an Easter egg appearance in the second game, then they're pretty much never mentioned again. So I don't know. I'm curious. I think I should honestly. I think I'm gonna have to check out the classic games for sure. I don't know when. Maybe I don't know, because especially I don't know. If anything, let me know in the comments. You want? Well, hell, you want? I'll put perfect timing. I'll put a poll on this video, to gauge the interest in me checking out the Five Nights at Maggie's classic series, and we'll go from there. Because I don't know. Like again, like the Maggie's games in general, have, at this point, have been a big part of my channel in general ever since I played the reboot trilogy and I made that story breakdown, and it's been my most like positively received video ever, right, and popular video at this point. And overall, it was a story that I really enjoyed digging through, right, when it came to the tapes, to the different mini games, and I don't know, just in general, it was fun to actually. It was a fun experience getting back into story breakdowns, because the Five Nights at Maggie's trilogy video was my 4th story breakdown. That was pretty much around the time I was getting back into the swing of things, and I remember when I finished the trilogy, like, this is a trilogy I had to cover, and I think ever since, this is definitely one of those games that's just like, it stuck with me. So I honestly, like, especially now seeing how much attention Five Nights at Maggie's is getting with regards to like fan games, right? Like, or how much like you know, how many people are like wanting to work on different fan games like that. Like, you know, you have the Curse of Maggie's, you have Maggie Mania. You have the official developer Manuel Gennaro doing Five Nights at Maggie's Remastered. It makes me like, I don't know, like, I guess it kind of like, it makes me like, on one hand, it makes me nostalgic, right? That's maybe part of the reason why I want to check out the classic games, but also like, it makes me excited to see what other people come up with when it comes to this series, I suppose. Hell, there's actually more I haven't even mentioned that I've played beforehand, right? We've played Five Nights at Maggie's Classic Revival, and there is another game that I haven't covered that did come out by Rafferty, which was Five Nights at Maggie's 2 Classical Relics. That is one that I am meaning to get into. I will have to explain that whenever I make that video. But I don't know, there's been a lot of stuff regarding or revolving Five Nights at Maggie's, which honestly, I don't know, makes me excited, to be honest. I suppose to cap it off, I'm just pretty much excited for all things related to Five Nights at Maggie's at this point, whether it's the remaster or the different fan games that are behind it or being made right now. But of course, with all that said, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, hit that notification bell to keep up to date on future videos. Let me know again in the quiz or even in the comments whether you'd be interested in seeing me play the classic games. Also, if you haven't seen my latest story breakdown on Crawlspace and Sanity Remastered and are interested in doing so, there will be a link in the description below. And with that said, I'll see you in another video, game in the description below as always, and take care. Best of luck to the developers.